Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make your very own modern house on the water and under the water as well. The amount of space required to make this house is a 16 by 17 block area as represented by the white concrete grid in the water. Please feel free to make this if you do feel as though it will help you out. Here are all of the materials that you will need to make your house. Please do make sure that you have access to all those materials and enough of them as well. And now that we have all of our stuff, we can get started. So step one, ladies and gentlemen, the first thing that we want to do is come to the front left hand corner of the grid, if you've made it, and count backwards 1, 2, 3, and 4. Go right by 1, and this is where we're going to start. So on top of the water, we want to place 1, 2, 3 smooth quartz. So that's 3 smooth quartz extending up out of the water. You then want to extend that row of 3 backwards by 2. 1, 2. You then want to extend that second row to the right by 1 using oak planks. We then want to place 3 layers of glass pane. 1, 2, 3, like this. We then want to place oak planks on the end, extend up by 2, and then extend the oak planks forwards by a row. Then extend the oak planks to the right by 3 using glass pane. 1, 2, 3. What we then want to do is place grey concrete on the end. We want to extend 1 row forwards, and then we want to extend the grey concrete upwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We then want to go right by 2. 1, 2. And then we want to extend down as far as the grey concrete on the left. So underneath here, we are going to want to have a door. So if you want, we can quickly place a little bit of smooth quartz underneath the open hole, and then we can place an oak door to seal it up. We can then place a grey concrete above that with then a glass pane in the remaining area to make a window. What we're then going to do is extend the grey concrete backwards on the right by 1 row. We're going to take the bottom of that row and place 2 quartz slabs going right, 1, 2. We're going to stick a smooth quartz block on the end just like this. And then we're going to extend that smooth quartz upwards by 3. So that's 1, 2, 3 like this. You can stick a quartz slab on top of that and then left, and this is the effect that you will get. So we're then going to take the entire quartz area of this and we're going to extend it backwards by 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When I say extend the entire quartz area, I mean pretty much just the right hand side of it. We don't want to extend like those top blocks, although you actually can, but you don't want to extend the bottom blocks. But anyway, once all that has been extended backwards, the amount that you want, we want to take the top and the bottom and we want to extend them inwards, each by 2 using quartz slabs, just like this. So we want a mirror. We then want to place a row of grey concrete on the end, like this. The grey concrete wants to be the same height as the grey concrete just on the front. We want to extend it 1 row forwards. We want to take the top and extend it right by 2. We want to extend the right side entirely down, so it wants to be the same level as the grey concrete on the left. We're then going to extend the right side of the grey concrete. We're going to extend it inwards by 1 row like this. Then we're going to take the bottom of the grey concrete. We're going to extend it to the right by 3 using glass pane. 1, 2, 3, just like this. The glass is all going to be 3 rows high, so if you want, we can kind of preemptively just add the glass pane in there. We also want to have, specifically on this back part, we want to have quartz slabs on top of it as well. And then right of this, we want to place light grey concrete. The light grey concrete wants to sit on the side of the glass, and then the grey concrete itself is actually going to be 6 rows high in total. So we've already got 3 rows, 4, 5, 6, just like this. It actually wants to be 1 higher than the rest of the house. Now, let's just focus on the bottom row of the light grey concrete for now, and I want you to extend it out of the back of the build by 2 rows. 1, 2. Extend it right towards you, right by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extend it in, to the right, Go forwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Extend it in and forwards, and then right by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then extend it in, to the right, and then back. So the end result should actually look a little something like this, right? You can extend all of the light grey upwards so that it equals the height of the light grey around it. So we're making kind of like a cool tube shape. Now, this cool tube shape isn't just, well, it kind of sort of is just for fashion. It does kind of look cool. It breaks up the shape of the house quite nicely, but this is also how we are going to get into the underwater part of the house. So this is going to contain like a little spiral staircase, which is pretty cool. And it's going to, and again, I mean, it adds another color, it adds another dimension to the house, and it just adds something a little bit different. So you can see the house is really shaping up quite nicely, really. The quartz block that we have on the left side of the house now can just get extended backwards. So quite easy to do, it can just get extended backwards like this. So what we're now going to do, beyond this, is we are going to place a row of smooth quartz slabs on top of the quartz blocks. We're going to extend the quartz slabs to the right. So actually, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you what, we won't extend that. We'll extend the quartz slabs across the top of the oak area first. So we'll extend it across the oak planks to the right. We'll extend it forwards. We'll extend it right. We will join to the entrance. We don't really want the quartz to go any further than that, like this. So we'll just leave it like that for now. This area here on the right wants to have some oak planks. The oak planks are just basically going to sit inside the empty space here on the right. We want to have the same thing on the back as well, so just like this. We also want to join the entrance and kind of like the back entrance together. So we want the grey concrete, extend it front and back just like this to kind of like join things together. We also want to kind of like fill this entire area in as well using smooth quartz. So just like this, all of these smooth quartz slabs, this entire left side of the house, it just all wants to be filled in like so. We want the grey concrete to be placed here underneath this side like this. We're going to stick some glass in the top of the grey concrete area. We can even do that. We won't do that here on the left actually, or on the right as it is. We'll just fill this in using smooth quartz as well. So you can see how this goes. A lot of this is simply smooth quartz. This area here wants to be, we want to add some windows to it. So the middle row of grey concrete, half of the bottom row is kind of like dug in. But the middle row of this, we just want to place some glass pane in here. You can even add lower windows around the area as well. But just wait until the end to see if you want to add that once I show you how I have the house laid out. You may or may not want to add it. I want to fill the back of the grey concrete area in here using glass. I want to add glass also to the oak plank area here on the back and the front of the house, just like this. This is going to be perfect. I would also recommend adding a platform underneath the entire build. So we kind of have the white concrete area showing us mostly what sort of space this area takes up, but what I would recommend is just making sure that everywhere underneath the house is filled in using quartz. I realize that I missed a block over there on the left. Make sure that the entire bottom of the house has a smooth quartz platform, and then you can kind of figure out after that how far you want to take it. So I'll show you what I mean, of course, but that should look pretty good for now. I'm actually going to destroy all of the white concrete that I've placed because it kind of sort of gets in the way for me. I don't need it here, I don't need it here, and of course it's a different tone to the smooth quartz, so it's best just to get rid of the white concrete. On the right side of the house, I'm going to have 2 rows of overhanging quartz, smooth quartz. I'm going to place a row of smooth quartz across the back here, and it's going to sit along the left side just like this. So not, although no, I'm going to dig out the row of quartz just here on the left. I don't mind it so much curving around here. Actually, yeah, I do. I'm going to cut that out so we can walk around the back of the platform like this. but not really the left side. So this is kind of what we're working with. We've got a couple of things left to do as well, just to finish things up. We have to add in these windows here on the front. We're going to add in the windows. We're going to extend the glass up just like this, up and down. We want to have a glass block. We want to have a layer of glass above and inside of the light grey concrete area. We want to have all the glass here. And then around the top of this, we're going to have smooth quartz slabs. So just like this, smooth quartz slabs all the way around the top of the glass block area like so. So here, and here, and here. Perfect. So the end result of that should look like this. So it's actually looking really, really good right now. What else do we want to do? So we want to create kind of like a platform for the build. It's going to extend two rows. That is not solid block. We're going to have 2 rows of smooth quartz extending out the front of the platform like this horizontally, left to right. And then on the left side here, we're going to have a row of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It lines up with this row of oak planks. We're going to extend it 2 rows forward, so you can kind of see the theme. There's like 2 rows on the right, 2 rows in front, and then a further 2 rows here on the left. And we're going to extend a row of quartz slab that sits above this, parallel to the actual quartz blocks, and it just wants to look like, there we go, it's just like a nice overhang. I'm going to place oak fence joining the 2 corners down, just here, here, and here, and here, here, and here, just like this. And that is looking pretty good. So if I were to get rid of these numbers, because they look stupid now, they look a little bit silly, then I can show you that this is pretty much, you know, without any decoration, because we can always add decoration, without any decoration, that is looking pretty good. That's a cool water house. And you could leave it there if you wanted to, but what I would recommend is taking advantage of the fact that we can build underneath the water, underneath the platform, and turning the underneath part of this into an extra room. So if you isolate the outer light grey concrete blocks of the kind of like the tube that we made, I don't know what else to call it, it's kind of just like a tube, isn't it? Like we want to isolate these blocks, and if we extend them downwards, down below the platform, just like this, and the corner here, and here, and, well, not that one, but okay, so here, and here, and then we're going to dig the middle of this out, here, here, here. Perfect. So you guys can imagine that once we create a little entrance, not there, okay, what about here? That's fine. So now that we create a little entrance that we can actually walk into this, if we just extend the outer part of this down by, I don't know, like 1, 2, 3, well, let's say 3 rows. We'll do 3 rows of light grey concrete. We'll extend all of this down, and then that's a good amount of headroom. It's not going to feel claustrophobic, despite the fact that you are under the water. So we'll extend 3 rows down, and then that is enough for us to actually like climb down into our little secret room. You can even, depending upon the sort of shape of the building that you want, you can even extend the corners down, and then you'll have that more cylindrical structure like this. I'd recommend placing smooth quartz underneath the entire thing, so this is going to be the floor for the entire room. So we're not just, by the way, the room isn't just going to be like inside the tube. Now that we've made like the staircase for the room, we can extend it out, and you can extend it out in any sort of manner that you like. So what might you want to do? So like you could take the right side of the build here, you could extend this smooth quartz forwards, you could line it up with like the edge of this platform here, if this makes sense, so like it can coincide with here, and then we could extend this to the right. And if you make sure that it coincides with parts of the house, so like for instance, if like this is where the entrance is, then it won't look too silly from up above, basically. And we can extend this like so, and then you've just got, I'm very sorry, salmon? That is not salmon, is that tuna? Doesn't look like tuna. I don't know what fish you are, my friend. Maybe cod. Could be cod. But anyway, you can place smooth quartz just like this, and then you basically have a room. So what you could then do is extend the left side up. If you want to just turn the entire underside of the platform into a room, that's also completely fine, by the way, but I'm just thinking about how it would look otherwise. So we can even take this row out here, we can turn this into quartz so that it better melt. Yeah, I'm just thinking how it would look otherwise. So I mean, as I say, you could even extend this all the way to the right, so like you could line it up with here where we have the quartz, so that way you'd get a wider room. I mean, hopefully I don't have to tell you that you literally you just make it to your own specifications. Like if you're like, oh, I would love a room that's this big by this big, then absolutely do it. It can take one more row by the looks of it, so we can add that here. I think this is even bigger than the test build of this that I made. I'm going to add a little bit of oak planks here on the right side. I'm going to extend it forward, preferably so that it lines up just up above, and I think it does. And then I'm just going to use glass. The glass is going to be set one row inwards from everything, so just like this, right? And this is how we do it. This is nice and simple. So glass all the way inwards. We have a solid room. I'm going to break into the room, though. I probably should have placed the glass from the inside, and then all we have to do, the lanterns are for light, of course, but sponges, you're going to want sponges. It will be way easier. If you don't have sponges, then you'll have to do this manually, but we can just sponge out all of this water, just like this. Just see where you have water. So here we have it, here we have it, here. If we just load up everywhere with sponges. I don't even know where it's coming from at this point, actually. Okay, perfect. Chuck a couple of lanterns up just so that we can see what we're doing, and that'd be perfect. And okay, fantastic. So we get rid of the sponges. We've got a nice empty room. I actually can't believe it took that many. We want to break back into our cylinder. You know, you can have a double wide, you can have a single. And that was so easy. That was literally just 2 sponges, really. I know I used 3, but I could have got away with 2. You then just want to kind of like extend this room. You just want to floor this room, pretty much, just using your quartz block, like so. So this is how you're going to get up and down. So, you know, this is the main entrance of the house. You're going to want to clean up the inside of the house, make sure everything connects together. You're going to want to add extra rows of grey concrete where you see that it's necessary, where the glass has to grip and everything. As a matter of fact, that might actually do it. That looks great. And this is how we'll get down. So like we can make a little spiral staircase just from the corner. If we have quartz stairs, fantastic. So you can literally just add like a few quartz stairs just here, just around the corner. So, or maybe like this, and then here, and here, and then that way you can get up and down the house. Am I crazy? There we go. We can get up and down just like this. We've got access to our little hidden room. You can use this for absolutely anything. It's a nice big room, and that's pretty much that, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the entire, pretty much that's the structure of the inside of the house made. That's the structure of the outside of the house. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to decorate it for you, and I'll show you what it looks like, because that's the house actually done. We've done a really good job. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is what your house will look like once it's been 100% fully completed. Nothing has really changed with the outside except for this. We have added a couple of sunbeds out here on the porch of the house, I guess if we can call it a porch, with a table and a little pot. We've added a couple of lanterns, and that concludes what we have done outside. However, the inside has changed drastically, not really in structure at all, but in decoration. So as we enter the house, immediately to the right we have storage and we have crafting. We have a little bit of carpet on the floor. We have a brewing area immediately to our left. We also have more crafting, we have armor, we have storage, we have decoration in the form of paintings. As we head into the tube part of the house, we have a mass smelting area, more storage upon more storage. We can head down into the belly of the house, in which we have even more storage, and we also have access to an extensive enchantment area. We have more armor storage, we have a repairing area, we have more crafting, we have a little sleeping area as well, and once again, more storage. What more could you possibly want out of your house? And not only that, we get to have a look at our old friends, the fish whilst we sleep. And that's it. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button, as it really helps me and the channel out very much. If you're new around here, please do consider subscribing and clicking that little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. And if you want to make anything else by me, check out the card system and the description below for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.